All right, cool. Peace. Just want to come back with another video real quick. Yeah, man, that's also words of wisdom today. That's some I'm still even learning myself, but I try to limit, this. This is like staying out the way, man. Save, like, if you're just any aspect of your life, man, staying out the way, or at the work, on the job, or if you're living with somebody, at to live on the circumstances, or you visit somebody's house, or you staying with somebody for a weekend, or a few months, or for a year, had to stay with somebody for a while. Like I said, living with somebody, try to stay out the way as much as possible, man. I'm going to a few scriptures like that, but yeah, man, because it's kind of because yeah, man, you always just want to give people space. Because yeah, I even try to do this with certain people that I know, certain loved ones of mine. I try to just give them, reach out to them, love them, check up on them, but still like not be too overbearing, and give people their space, man. Because people, this is really important to do that, because you can become like a burden to somebody too, man. Because actually, let me get this real quick. This is Proverbs chapter 25 and 17. It's Proverbs 25 and 17. It says, "Withdraw thy foot from thy neighbor's house, lest he be weary of thee, and so hate thee." Yeah, man, this is going to we already know that probably grew up with somebody like that. You had that, your relative, or you have had that friend, something like that was always over, always like you come home, they in the refrigerator on the couch. So you love them, but it's like, all right, man, like, can you, like, people just like kind of give them they space, but don't get it twisted. It's not law. We're supposed to let each other in, let strangers in, let people in. If they come on hard times, something like that. I'm not talking about that. It's just more of, I'm really against this. Withdraw thy foot from thy neighbor's house, lest he be wary of thee, so he hate thee. So yeah, man. So this is really going to a point to giving people a space. I remember for my sister's graduation, I was in Virginia, back in the springtime, and my shout out to my aunt, and my uncle. He's pretty she good spirit. She has a very welcoming, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, welcoming spirit, very it's very hospitable. Gail shows a lot of hospitality. She's great. But and my uncle too. They're both great. My uncle and aunt, they're great. But even though I was down there, I was like, "Lord, listen, sorry, auntie, because she had to stay there for a few days for the graduation." I was like, "Hey, sorry, auntie, I don't wanna be, in the way when I'll be here and stuff like this." She's, "No, fine, no, make yourself comfortable." But still, all the scriptures just came to mind. Like, I always try to, me personally, I always try to, move that way. I even still, like, try to move that way, try to not be in the way, man, you know, because it's actually like, because yeah, it's just certain way. Even on the job, I try not to ask the supervisor for too much, or ask people for too much, even though that's a flaw of mine. Asking for help, I have to work on that. Asking for help when you need it. That's actually a flaw of mine. I'm not gonna be a lying to admit that I have to actually do that, because that's actually very powerful at times. Or just asking for help. That's not good. Um, that's not good, actually. That's actually something I'm still trying to work on too. But it's the fact that this, you're not trying to. Actually, I was talking about this with a brother in the Discord, that you're not. It comes from you not trying to be a burden to everybody else. You want things to run smoothly. That's how I try to do it. But still, when you need help, you need help. The Most High doesn't like that. But yeah, that's more of where it's coming from, man. So, like, even at the workplace, I try not to, be overbearing. People actually, be just try to stay out the way. Always, this is words of wisdom. Just trying to stay out the way, pretty much, because people gonna get real weary and tired of that, and that's not a good dynamic to have, man. So you give people, it's important, to give people their space, man. It is, even like if they're like have a spirit, like a welcoming spirit, or hospitable spirit, if that's a word. I think that's a word. They're very, show a lot of hospitality, very welcoming, very cool with that, because everybody has their limits too. But even if they're like that, but still operate in this. But I'm gonna give let's go for Samuel real quick, because this was really wise by David. I know this is just a scripture, uh that stood out to me. Going into the same thing, man. You know, um, it's this is something that this is once David was on stay with Kish. Yeah, Kish. He said when he's on the run from Saul. But this is very wise what David did. This is First Samuel chapter 26, because he has the run. He's gonna stay in the land. He's staying there like for like I think a year or a few months or so. I can't remember. I gotta read it again. This is First Samuel chapter 27 verse 5. It said, and David said unto Achish, if I have found grace in thine eyes, let me let me let them give me a place in some town in the country that I may dwell there. For why should thy servant dwell in the world city with thee? That's very wise what David did. I'm reading this again. And David said unto Achish, if I have found grace in thine eyes, let them give me a place in some town in the country that I may dwell there. For why should I servant dwell in the royal house with thee? Yes, that was very wise for David. He was applying what it just said. No, actually, let's read Proverbs again. 17 says, withdraw thy foot from thy neighbor's house, lest he beware thee and so hate thee. So yeah, that's actually David. I wonder if me being spiritual, I wonder if David even said that. So that's one where it's probably where Saul got it from. David, David probably taught him that. I mean, so I said Solomon. I'm so sorry, my bad. I said Saul. David taught Solomon that. I mean, he probably did. That was really wise what David did. He said, listen, man, because I don't be overbearing with you. You got me here. I'm just going to be over here. No, just give me a land. Just give me a land in the county outside the country, something like that. That's like equivalent to somebody like owning land, stuff like that. You ask for the land outside of their circumference there, and you just like, hey, can I stay out there, or a mansion? Somebody has a mansion. You say, okay, let me get that room. Like, let me stay in actually like this, the Fresh Prince. Remember the house in the Fresh Prince, the house by the pool, or that little small house Will was staying sometime. That's like that pretty much. So let me stay in this right here. Let me not be amongst you in your kingdom. I mean your palace, in your big house. Let me stay in this little, and what's that room called? Like the pool house, pretty much. Let me stay there. I got a sofa here, TV here, or something like that. I should be fine here. I'm not gonna be here with you every morning. You see me, eating the cereal, drinking the orange juice, or you just see me, because that could be like every day. It's like, all right, cool. They gonna be kind of weird, that if that makes sense, man. So that's a little just little words of wisdom, man, because that's how it is, man. And that was actually very wise. Like that scripture, I don't know, that just stuck with me. I was like, yeah, that's how you move, pretty much. This is what anything in life, professionally, in life, if you live with somebody or living with other, or just just in your relationships, in your with your loved ones, yeah, man, it's big to give people a space, man. It's just this, man. It is, because people just. I want to read this in Oxford. People just need that. I want to read this in Oxford. I'm reading both of them in Oxford. I'm reading Proverbs. Yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, I experienced that. Point. Somebody that I ain't gonna say who, but it was during like my time in high school. They would always be over at the house. We kind of got tired of them. It was like, all right, man, come on, man. Actually, what I'm saying, like one of my brother's friends. It was just like, all right, man. He was there like every like day. It was just like, you be all right, yeah, man. He's here again. It's all right, cool. So, I mean, he knows what I'm talking about. It's not. It's all good now. It's that time he would even say it. And I was like, yeah, I was kind of, he's kind of there a lot, and during that time period. Because yeah, people just going. This is natural sometimes. So yeah, that's why this what David did was very wise, and I'm pretty sure David taught something in that. So this is Proverbs 27 in verse 25 and 17. My bad, in the Oxford Study Bible, it reads. It says, be sparing to visit your neighbor's house, if he sees you too much, he will come to dislike you. Yeah, yeah, that can happen too. It's just like, yeah, it's just like, not hate or malice. This is like more of like being wary. It's just like, actually sometimes that does like breed that like, not hate malice, or it's a breeze like that can ruin that. That's why it said what it said, because it can ruin the dynamic, can ruin the brotherhood, can ruin a friendship, relationship, and y'all sisters too. I'm sure that you know y'all sisters had somebody like that one friend that was always there and scared to just like talk, and you just was like, okay, just like, or just always there. It's like, okay, just kind of be sparing in that. It says kind of withdraw yourself sometimes. Know when to do it, when not to do it, man. So give people their space, man. So, and let me get this the same, because I want to read. And this First Samuel chapter 27, verse 5, and it says, "And David said to Kish, if I stand, if I stand well in your," this is in the Oxford Study Bible, was First Samuel chapter 27, verse 5. David said to Achish, if I stand well in your opinion, grant me a place in one of your country towns where I may settle. Why should I remain in your royal city with your majesty? So yeah, man. So David said, man, let me stay in the county somewhere in the country in your town, man. Let me not even just let me and my people be outside of of that, man. Let's go outside. Let me stay out the way. Actually, reminds me of the count number 20 when we came out. Moses, we was just trying to get some water, and number 20. What were we trying to get? Yeah, and Moses said to Edom, of course, Esau. We said no, we'll go around. We won't even go through your town. We'll go around. They still said no, but even what David did was wise, because he said, listen, let me go out. Let me go like stay out like side of your town. Let me stay there out in the county, outside in the country. I'll stay outside out in the country of your town. And me and my people, we'll just do all, me and my men, me and my family, we'll just be there. So that's important of giving people a space, and seriously. So yeah, hopefully this is edifying. Hopefully y'all brothers and sisters is doing well, prospering, everything y'all do, acknowledging the Lord in all your ways. So peace.